6 more fence. Boom. Yeah, there's 4 more spare. And I suppose in the meantime, you know what I should do?
Make breakfast?
Right, well, if we had any breakfast, sadly I'm sort of down to eating like my own shadow at the moment.
Your own shadow?
Yeah, it's pretty much all I've got left. I could eat these torches. I guess there's sort of some organic
have you
content.
ate like both your shoes then?
Yeah, they went a long time ago. I actually had some Diet Dr. Pepper, but I preferentially went for the shoes first. And I had some ham and pineapple pizza too, but the cobblestone was more tempting.
Pineapple pizza's nice.
It's a weird pizza. I like... Fair play to those who like it, but I mean, I'm just not a ham and pineapple person. My pizzas are all about the pepperoni, about the jalapenos, about the spicy beef. Barbecue chicken. Oh god, my mouth is watering now. Oh, give me a Pizza Hut. But let's just order in a takeaway right now. Let's just build a phone. What's the crafting recipe for a phone? Because we should just do that right now and get ourselves a Domino's. Maybe they've got helicopters. They could get it up here.
Ow.
What happened?
I fell off the
You
roof.
fell off the roof. Oh,
I'm
that's
not using
beautiful.
mud.
Hey, did I just see you using dirt?
Nope, it's fine.
You are valuable, valuable dirt. Oh, I'm shocked. I mean, I don't know what to say. Recklessness is what I'd call it.
You should know me by now.
Okay, let's make another 28 walls. And then, we could have a back garden eventually.
This is our back garden. In the shed.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, we're safe. Try as we might, we're now unable to fall off.
I'll find a way.
No, what we need to do is...
Oh dear.
I don't know if like mobs need a certain amount of empty space to spawn in, so in the long run we kind of want to migrate everything out of this area and make this our animal pen.
I thought that was the farm. We've got plenty of like mud to make another one.
Yeah, well,
Farm.
all the thing is for tree farm and things. Tree farm is like we can just have 6 trees at any time, so that's only another 6 dirt that we need. And I mean, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there, so that's our tree farm sorted. There's another 8 in here, and in the long run, if we're growing like 4 melons, that's probably enough to sustain us because you get quite a lot of melons off one plant.
I'm gonna leave. Is roof more important than having wood? Because
Oh.
Oh,
Tree.
there we go. We're safe. I'm not going to be in trouble. It's okay.
No, like if you need to use the word, go for it. I'm just going to go like mine cobble. It's a way of life, the cobblestone miner.
Oh god.
What happened?
Ow. I'm hungry.
You're taking
Ow.
damage from hunger?
Yes. You're
I'm
taking down
not.
to half a heart. Ow.
I've got no hearts left, no hunger left, and I'm on 2.5 hearts.
That was
Well,
scary.
Looks like I've got a magic stomach. Well, one of the plants is growing.
Yeah, you
and
have to if you're eating Wellington boots.
Yeah, it's true. I'm going to bet my hat. Not that I've got a hat, because I probably would have eaten that by now. It was a trilby originally, a lovely trilby. Actually, I'm not sure. I don't know really what a trilby looks like. I think it's one of those hats that like people now call a fedora, but then a fedora is what Indiana Jones wears, not what people think a fedora is. But then a fedora became one of the hats that people think it is because enough people thought it was that.
Okay.
And that is my opinion of hats. You know, I've got to wear a top hat twice so far this year, legitimately, for actual reasons. Yeah,
You
twice I was
fancy.
robbing a bank as a gentleman.
Did you have like the tie?
I had a cravat, actually, not a tie. No, no. Hey, that sounded like experience.
Maybe.
You making the bricks?
Yeah.
Fantastic. There's a bit left in there. So I think it's gone out. You need a front door as well. Don't forget.
Well, it's not a front door because it's not a house. It's our shed.
Okay.
We need.
It's like a posh shed.
Yeah. Come on, you're a farmer. You should know what you need.
Well, the importance of a shed is well known. It's a well documented thing. Farmer S. Farmington originally wrote his great works on the importance of barns and sheds.
See?
Yeah, it's a good read, recommended for every aspiring farm owner.
Like yourself.
I do play Farming Simulator. I was absolutely thrilled when I discovered Farming Simulator 2013 was available on iOS. Other app stores are available. Actually, I don't know if it's available on any other. So that's a complete lie. Other apps for it, other versions of this app may be available. I'm just gonna put some lights up in there before we all die. What a lovely shed. Is there wood left in this tree still? Thankfully, we are doing very well for saplings. So we can rest easy there. Oh, is it going to have 2 floors? You have some storage up. Put a ladder up and have some storage up there.
You'll have like a 1 by 2 block corridor to walk down. So no.
We should do something with the space. We should put a chest up. Oh, my pick broke.
We need more stone. Ow.
How much health have you got left? I mean, you're not regenning at this point, surely.
5 hearts.
5 hearts? Oh, living in luxury you are. Oh, well, one of them has barely grown, but the other one is getting close to being grown. So
doing that, I'll break my legs one day. I can't reach.
Oh, go. Oh, you can go. Right, I'm gonna make a new pickaxe.
Oh, treating yourself.
Yeah. Hey, what's that? Hey, an apple! Okay, I think we've got 3 apples, okay. So that's like 6 food. How many hearts do you have as default? Is it 10? I can never remember Minecraft numbers. So this is all going pretty well then. So far what we've done, we've cleared off the original L shape. That's looking good now. We've got trees popping up all over the place. Saplings we've got no trouble for. We're able to get a good tree farm up and running at some point. We've got a lot of cobble coming in. We've got the work shed, which is going to sort of serve as our base of operations. That's come on quite nicely. We don't have any sand. That was...
that was a disaster.
It was user error, we'll define that as.
Never forgiven. We could have made it like a nice beach.
We could have done, and it was a mistake, to be sure. But looks like we are living without sand.
We could have been like sat on the beach, like playing in the sand. Could have made sandcastles. Could have been like brilliant.
It would have been lovely, and the image haunts me whenever I think of sand now.
I'm gonna have nightmares.
I am. I'd weep every morning when I wake up. Okay, I have an entire stack of cobble here.
Why are you flying? Are you possessed?
I'm not flying.
You are.
I'm stood on the cobblestone generator. I'm now stood on the floor.
You're flying. Oh, there you go. You're down now.
Well, that's all right. That's lucky.
Do farmers do that?
Yeah, we actually have full control of ground. Wait a second, I'm not a farmer. No, farmers do have full control over gravity. In fact, that was volume 2 in Farmer F. Farmington's
They just
book
randomly
series.
take off.
Yeah, that's how you grow really tall crops and then you fly to get the crops off the top. But like, if you've ever tried picking runner beans when they get really, really tall, it's really awkward. So if you can fly, it really does save time on the harvest. It's basically the principle behind Jack and the Giant Beanstalk. It was obviously the farmer who sold Jack the cow sold Jack the magic beans in exchange for the cow because he knew the amount of hassle it was to harvest the giant beanstalk. The giant at the top was fine because he was mates with him. The golden goose that the giant had, it was obviously a nice tempting thing, but he stayed off the goose because it's the giants, it's thievery, you don't want to get involved with the giant, it always ends up messy. But harvesting the giant beans was just way more trouble than it was worth. I mean, he could fly, but the beans themselves were giant, so it was a real pain. And thus he just traded the beans for a cow, because a cow is easy. I mean, it gives you milk, you can make cheese, and then you could just go with like standard sized beans rather than the giant ones, and it made his farming life way easier.
That amount of beans, you get like bored of them within a week.
Yeah, and if you've ever tried like preparing runner beans anyway, you have that weird tool where you cut the ends off and you put it through and it kind of shreds them into little like strips sort of things. Trying to find one of those tools to fit giant beans off a giant beanstalk is a nightmare. You have to go to a specialist catering shop to find one, and then they absolutely rip you off. It costs like an arm and a leg. What? Oh god, I was wondering what that was then. So
I'm clearing up, I'm sweeping up.
that's good work. So on the whole, a giant beanstalk is way more trouble than it's worth, and it's often best to trade it, or trade the seeds for a cow. And there you go, folks, that is kind of the take-home lesson for this video. If you are in possession of a magic beanstalk, then trade the seeds for a cow to some unsuspecting child who'll then go off after a giant and kill him. Did he kill him? Yeah, no, he'll chop the beanstalk down. Now, what Jack didn't give any consideration to is where that beanstalk was going to fall. If he lived in some sort of like conurbation, it could have been a real pain. He probably collapsed it on people's houses. I mean, he's not a farmer, because otherwise he'd have known about the whole magic beanstalk thing, so he likely lives in some sort of built-up area. What he's done there is, one, he didn't get planning permission for a giant beanstalk. So the council are going to be all over his back for that. And so he grew this giant beanstalk and then cut it down. Now that is probably going to have fallen on someone's house. He's going to be sued for damages. He doesn't have the giant beans anymore, although he does have a gold-producing... not a turkey, what was it? Goose. A gold-producing turkey. Yeah, so he's now got himself a goose that produces gold, and when the council come to see what the damage has been caused by, they're going to investigate that. They're going to find the body of a dead giant who's fallen off a beanstalk and Jack with stolen property. So that's multiple felonies right there. He's probably going away for a long time. And that's now left him unable to care for his family. So I think that was his mother who sent him off to get to see what he could trade for the cow. So the family are obviously fallen on hard times. And now their son, sort of the one who's going to be taking over the family business, is in jail for murder. So, yeah. I've given this topic a lot of thought. You can probably tell that Jack and the Beanstalk, it's a very personal note to me.
Those nursery rhymes not getting right. Don't think of the consequences of other people.
They don't. Next week, Cinderella, why that is actually a treatise on enslavement, and why it's a bad idea to trust a woman to turn a pumpkin into any form of transport, because it's not registered with DVLA and you will get fined. But more on that now.
Pumpkin up on like the side of the road.
Yeah. And the whole mice pulling it thing, like the mice, they turn into horses. Now that is untested science. That is probably the government are going to get in on that, because that is effectively like massive mass change. That mass has got to come from somewhere. That mass is going to be a mass to energy conversion. You are changing the entropy of the universe here. So it's something probably best avoided, especially for something as frivolous as having some horses to take your pumpkin to I mean, I know the whole going to the prom thing and going to the high school dance and looking good there, but the whole changing the entropy of the universe just to suit your own vanities is kind of a bit above and beyond what you really should be doing.
Get off this island before I go mad.
This conversation, you know. Don't worry, I've got a whole lot to say on the topic of nursery rhymes. I've spoken at length about the Three Little Pigs in the past.
Oh god.
Well, this is looking really good. Are we short on wood?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's
Jen, pass me that torch. I got a little place to put it.
Is it above the door or the door hole?
How many did you make?
Loads. I only made 16, I think, but then I collected quite a lot off the long platform.
Oh. No. There's stuff in your gob.
Oh, okay. It's just to shut me up.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there we go. I think that's probably a good place to leave that there for now. Yeah, so as I said, we've taken what was a tiny little 3D L shape of dirt and created this wonderland from it. Not the most wonderful of wonderlands, granted. We've kind of got like a half-complete shed and some cobblestone.
I'm working on it.
It's going well. We've got an almost fully grown pumpkin. We're both dying of starvation.
You won't shut up about nursery rhymes.
It's a living. I could make sort of a living as a motivational speaker, I think. Okay, let's just stick this in here and then we'll close it up there. But yeah, the island's now fully safe unless you sort of just jump off like that, but doing that whilst carrying everything valuable that we own is a bad idea. The shed, yeah, particularly nice looking, apart from the lack of roof, but that'll be remedied. Trees are coming in fine. We need to get a mob spawning platform going so we can start collecting things there, and hopefully we'll get animals in as well. Look, I've actually mined two and a bit stacks there of cobble, so it'll keep us going for a little while. So there you go, folks. Yeah, join us again next time. We'll be having another session soon, so there'll be plenty of these coming out. And yeah, so thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe, share the link to your friends, and join us again soon.